And they've got something called a life insurance retirement plan. And this is you, and this is your policy, and it's of course designed to be max funded. The more you put into it, the better the end result will be. And by the way, the end result is either one of two things. Heaven forbid, if the good Lord called you home too soon, your family gets all the money inside that policy and the death benefit completely federal income tax free. Now hopefully you both live to be 100, and if so, all the money you've been funding that with, max funding as much as you can, now it's going to pay out to you for retirement completely federal income tax free. So this is you, this is your policy, you're putting in as much as you can till you're 65, and then one of two results. You either die and leave it to everybody tax free, or you live and you spend it yourself tax free. Does that sound good? Perfect. Now I don't know if you qualify for this because it is investment grade life insurance. You actually have to qualify for it. So you got your driver's license real quick. Let me take some information down on some forms. Let's see if I can get you to qualify, because if you qualify, of course, you want to put as much money as you can into that, right? Good. They got those licenses. That's your abbreviated 3 circles. You can give this to the newest agent you just recruited yesterday, teach them a 2-minute speech, and you can get some information sheets, right? Let's go back and close some business. The 3 circles has psychology to it, okay? Some of you guys are going into how index funds are done and how the insurance company grows your money and all this stuff. That's great information, but I save that for different drawings, okay? If I get a banker who wants to know how this is done, I'll do what? I'll take another sheet off my legal pad and I'll go ahead and show them how those indexes work. If someone else wants to know how the S&P 500 works, I'll do another sheet of paper and I'll show them how that works. By the way, how do you determine how much money the client needs to put into their IUL? First of all, the hardest sale you'll ever make is sitting down at a kitchen table trying to find money in somebody's budget to buy something that they didn't know they needed. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Tough sale. What if you didn't have to do that? What if they're already putting money into their retirement account? As I said, if they're already funding their 401k, based on what I told you about a 401k in my presentation, do you want one of those? No. No. When I'm done with you, you don't want it anymore. You want to get your money out of that 401k and put it into something more modern. So you've got a lot of people around you that are already funding $400 a month into the 401k, or $500 a month into the 401k, or $1,500 a month into the 401k. When you sit down with those people, they stop funding the 401k, they start funding their own personal private pension plan, right? Mm-hmm. So that's an easy one. They're not even spending more than they were before. What if you sit down with somebody who has nothing saved for retirement? I grab my legal pad and I draw a line. And it's a timeline. And I write down 20 years. Is it safe to say, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, that the first 20 years of your life, you're really just educating yourself? Am I right? You're learning which way is left, which way is right, what's up, what's down. Okay, the first 20 years of your life, you're educating yourself. The next 45 years of your life is spent doing what? Hopefully you're earning money, putting a roof over your head, food on your family's table, setting a little bit aside for retirement, right? Because the last 35 years of your life, if you're doing it correctly, should be 100% retirement. And by the way, I have a question for you. How do you envision your retirement to be? Do you envision your retirement clipping coupons and living on top ramen? Or do you envision your retirement to be steak dinners and 3 or 4 vacations a year, anywhere on the globe? Just out of curiosity, Jackie, what is your vision of retirement?
Paris.
Paris, baby, 3 times a year. Are you clipping coupons and living on top ramen?
No.
No. Okay, guess what? Statistically, most people will never sit down with a financial advisor like me in their life. Statistically, that's a true story. This may be the only time you ever have somebody of my licensing and caliber sitting at your kitchen table. This is a moment in time. This is a moment in time where if you follow my advice, your end result will be retirement. If you did neglect to follow my advice, how would you like to clip coupons and top ramen? I'm telling you the truth. This may be the only time you sit down with somebody like me in your life. This could be a moment in time. Do you want to wake up when you're 65 and go, remember that cool guy that came by and sat down at my kitchen table, telling all those great jokes and funny stories and told me that I could retire if I did it properly, and if I don't retire, follow what he's saying, I'll be clipping coupons and living on top ramen? Damn, I wish I had listened to him. Or, thank God I did listen to him, and here we are sitting on that sandy beach toasting him with an umbrella drink. This is a moment in time. You get to choose which path you want to be on. By the way, I'd love for you to be my client, but the choice is completely yours. I just give you the advice, you have to follow it. I'm not Harry Potter, I don't have a magic wand, I can't magically make sure you retire, but I can give you the proper advice that'll get you there. All I ask of you is that you fund it properly and you focus